Service. What's up? It's Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi McGuire.
I'm L'Oreal.
And I've been wanting to get Estelle up here for the longest, but now the time is right because the album Lovers Rock is out today because it's Friday today. So
yes.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're excited to have you. Like, Soup is fun.
I'm hyped to be here. Like,
Estelle is really fun in real life. That's why.
It's real life. It's real life.
So let's talk about it, Estelle.
Yeah.
Listen, last time I saw you, it was a lot going on.
It was so much happening. It was like the remnants of the breakup of the next album after the breakup, and it was like the comeback from all the depression and all the craziness. You know what I mean? But like, I'm good now.
You were depressed after your breakup?
I can identify as that now. Mm-hmm. But during going through it, I was like, no, I'm good. I wasn't. I was definitely having a moment.
I wouldn't have seen you like that. Okay, so the guy you were dating, right? You worked with him.
Yeah, so long ago. I hate to even bring it back up, but
no, because listen, we haven't even sat down since then. I feel like
we were so. Thank you, Era. I was working with somebody, I broke up with him, and then I went and did my next album, which had Conqueror on it, and kind of was like pulling myself back out of that.
Oh my God.
So it's like me pulling myself back out of that whole rotation and just kind of resetting. You know what I mean?
Oh, so was Conqueror kind of like you conquered that? So you wrote it?
I didn't write it, but like I heard it and I was like,
this is it. That's me.
That's how I feel in this life at this moment.
Right now.
Yes.
It was like, I will survive.
Yeah, pretty much. Real life. I was like, I got to sing that as much as I got to sing Thank You, and it was kind of like the flip side to Thank You. You know, when you're going through stuff, you go through the pain, and then you go through the resurgence. You kind of like, okay, I'm back.
I'm shedding.
With it. Yeah.
Thank You is my karaoke song. Like, I'll be there like, I'll be trying. I don't be there, but I'll be trying. That's my karaoke. I'll be, people in there be like, yo, she's really doing this.
Right. When you say that you identified like now as how did you know? What do you identify now that was depression?
Oh my God. Well, just the waves. The up and downness of everything that was happening to me in my life. I was like having to go on stage and be super hype and super excited and be Estelle, right? Mm-hmm. At the same time, I was kind of like...
It's really weird.
At the same time, I was just like hands everywhere.
Hands and mics. And
But at the same time, I was like, I'd go home and then it would just be me. Mm-hmm. And I would just be flat. And it would just be like, there's nothing around me. It's just me. Right. And then it's kind of like facing yourself, looking at yourself every day and then being like, well, am I bored? Am I boring? Is that why it happened? Like going through all the stuff in your brain and blaming yourself for it and all that stuff and then staying in for weeks at a time. And, like I'd be like, no, I'm working, I'm in the house, I'm just enjoying being home. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting in the house. Sitting in the house. Yeah, I can't eat ice cream, but like I was in there eating ice cream. Like, what are you doing to yourself? Like, like doing crazy things to myself. So not in a terrible way, but just in a sabotaging way.
Right.
That's so true, because sometimes when we go through a breakup, we think it's our fault. Yeah. Like you start being like, well, what did I not do right?
Mm-hmm. You do. And I mean, you're supposed to kind of like check yourself. Mm-hmm. But like, I think I went to extremes. Like, I'm Capricorn. We do.
Oh, same.
I know. I just Capricorn. So like, we overanalyze.
It still a Capricorn thing.
Right.
We love Capricorns here on the Lip Service show. Sorry, G.
Guys, I'm a Gemini.
Oh, okay, cool. We like Gemini.
Yeah, I know. I love you guys.
So it's like a very we just go in our heads, and I went too far in my head, I want to say, but good music came out of it.
Right.
Great things came out of it.
How did you get even out of that though? Like, was it doing the music that really got you out of the depression? Like, what?
Yeah, it forced me out.
Yeah.
Like, I had to turn up as Estelle. So, like, I couldn't stay being in my head in the house.
Sometimes you gotta be like, I'm too popping for this shit.
Right.
That's literally the thought.
That's really what you have to say.
After a while. I was like, you know what? Fuck, can I curse?
Yeah, of
course.
Fucking Estelle.
We want you to.
Like, fuck this.
We encourage cursing.
Okay, I would.
Slow down.
Wait,
No.
I feel like Ange does that to me a lot. Like, I was going through a really bad breakup, and what she would always say is like, once you're busy, like really busy, like just throw yourself into working. Because once you throw yourself into working, it's kind of like you gotta go do something. You gotta get up. And then you get to be to the point where you're too busy to even be depressed.
To even think about it.
Yeah, exactly.
The
to think about them.
I had that, and then I would go home, and it was nothing. And that's when I had to face it all.
So you had no side piece, never nothing?
I don't get to do that. I don't get to do that. I don't get to do that.
There was no break this glass and get
No, my guy friends and my real guy friends, they look at me like, no, go.
Not like you didn't have an ex that you could have just been like, this, come scratch this itch.
No. You gotta get a fish or like a bird.
A fish,
a dog. Someone told me to get a dog.
I think a dog is a lot of work. I have a dog. I agree. I feel like you have to be like able. I'd be having to go home just to walk my dog.
Right.
So like that's why I said maybe a bird or something that could live for a little bit without you having to
a rabbit, hamster,
a rabbit,
a different kind of rabbit.
You know what? Not a gerbil though.
Eager beaver.
Not a gerbil.
A butt gerbil. Crazy. What about one of those?
No. Okay. I'm too young.
What about you, Gigi? You've been through some breakups off and on and off and on
with the same person again and again.
Right. How do you deal with that? Have you ever felt like you were depressed?
No, I did feel lonely, and I felt like even though I tried dating, I really couldn't like replace what I had in him with someone else.
Sometimes you try to force it.
Yeah. And even in trying, it was just like, it was more exhausting to go through the trials and tribulations of a new situation and getting to know a new person.
Right.
Which is part of why I keep ending up.
You know how we'd be like, let me stay with this fucked up situation instead of getting a new fucked up situation.
My hunger put it so clear the other day. She was like, you know what? I just got sick of selling. I got sick of just being okay with the shit. Like, I want all the things. I want all the rings and all the bells and all the whistles. And I was like, you know what? That's exactly the feeling. Yes, I want all the wings and all the bells and all the whistles. Fuck that. I deserve it. I deserve.
Well, what was wrong, though? That you guys, like, what even was wrong?
It was just stuff. It was just like he was doing way too much. Well, first of all, okay, I go back to the star signs. I keep picking men that have nothing to do with me. Like, I'm an earth sign. Why do I keep going for airs and waters?
Okay.
Like, we have nothing, like, there's nothing to do with me, like, as far as, like, matching. And I keep going for airs and waters, and I kept going for airs and waters, and it's just like, what are you doing?
You know what someone told me about that? Yeah. Like, when you attract signs that are not, like, meant for you, or like people that's not meant for you, it's because like you're not like all the way there in your head to be where you're supposed to be.
Exactly.
So it's like you're attracting things that are like crazy.
Take it serious. You're not really in the space. I feel you.
So you're kind of like doing it because I do the same thing. We do it to ourselves, but we don't realize it.
And then yesterday so in the morning I had that whole conversation like, what am I doing? And I want the bells and whistles, and I'm attracting the wrong. And then at nighttime, another one of my friends was like, we were talking, I was like, you know, I think I wasn't serious. I wasn't really ready. So now I'm ready. Like, I'm ready.
Right.
Time to get it, you know, like I know exactly what I'm doing and blah, blah, blah. So I feel like I'm in a way better space. But it took all of this time and all of the therapy and I use Talkspace. And, you know, and just questioning myself. Sorry, I do. It's really good.
Yeah.
And just questioning myself and checking my actions and the things I actually do, you know, and just kind of just resetting, like doing the exact opposite, you know, like that to the things I'm normally used to doing. So if I'm picking a guy because he blah, 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 I'm going to go the opposite way instead of saying like, hey, take my number. I'm be like,
I'll pass.
Yeah, I'm good.
You look at the red flags now, like you see the flags.
To the red flags.
Well, when's the last time you've been on a date?
Shit. July.
Okay,
that's not too long ago.
That's too long ago. I dated in between. Don't get twisted. It's been a fun time.
Right.
It's been a fun time. It's been like the last album was 3 years ago. Album before that, 3 years before that. So I've been dating in between. But I've just been paying more attention to myself and what I actually want and my future needs.
That's why this album's about self-love.
It is. This album's actually about my parents.
Oh, we were reading a love story.
Yeah, like that to me is like peak. Like, who does that? You know, so their whole story was that they met each other one day and it was on some like love at first sight. 3 years later, they had 3 children. I was born like 9 months after they met.
Wow.
So like, they got it cracking. I was like, y'all disgusting. I'm glad I'm here.
Firecrackers.
You know, how about it? I feel like I got some like, and they're both fire signs.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. So they got together. They had me and 2 sisters. They broke up or kind of were separated by family. My dad was told that my mum got married. She hadn't yet. My mom was told that my dad got married. He never got married.
It's like Romeo and Juliet.
Yes.
Real life. And so my mom did eventually end up getting married, had 5 other kids. we got to like, I was 19 and I was like to her, so what's she about to do? Because we don't like this man. You know, you're unhappy. I love my brothers and sisters, but we're all about to leave and you're going to be here with him on your own. Wow. You want to do that?
That's terrible when your kids have to tell you that too.
My brazen 19-year-old Capricorn behind thought I knew everything. But that was kind of like her trigger, I want to say. She broke up with him. They divorced, I should say. And her and my dad, like around the same time, like in the same year, reconnected. My actual dad. He had run up to my sister and, not run up, but had driven past my sister, who looks exactly like him, in the street and was like, here my other sister. And it was like, you know who I am? And they were like, I feel like we're related.
So he didn't stay in you guys' lives?
Well, he was forced to not. Okay. It was very, African families and West Indian families are real. Like, yeah, especially back in the 80s in the UK, first generation. You came from there, you run by the family code or not. You know what I mean? And it was crazy. They've since, obviously everyone's cleared up the stuff, but when I hear about it, I was like, I got some questions from my grandma. You know, I got some questions from my aunties. What the hell? You know? But essentially they found their way back to each other via my little sisters. And they got together when I was 23, for real. They got married when I was 33.
That's crazy. Wow.
So to me, it's just like that kind of reopened.
33 years later, they got married.
Yeah.
After they first met.
Right after Thank You. After that album, they got married and like...
Happily ever after.
Yeah. And
did you sing at the wedding?
I didn't sing, but they played all my albums. I felt real vindicated and happy and shit. Like I was like...
They asked you that. They was hinting. I'd have been like, listen, Estelle, you gonna sing, right?
No, I came in, we and my sisters had done a great job on the first half of the wedding. I did my mom's makeup and made sure she looked really pretty. You did her makeup? Yeah.
Estelle, if you was my daughter, you would definitely be singing at the wedding.
Yeah. Fuck this makeup shit. Get on the mic.
No. I ended up having to almost sing as they walked down the aisle. It was so many things, but I didn't want to be the star in the moment. Right. Like that was, they waited their whole life.
That's like The Notebook or something.
Yeah, it really was. So it was a beautiful time. But to me, that's just like the most beautiful, like, this doesn't happen to everyone's story.
This doesn't happen to anyone.
Right. Yeah. But you can relate to the idea of loving who you love, no matter how you love them, no matter where they are, and it eventually being what it is, because it's your story.
Right.
You know, and then it kind of triggered me as I was going through making this album. It kind of triggered me because I was just like, well, I've been living my life thinking, like doing repetitions that my mum's done, dating people that seem like my stepdad, and that's not who I am. I'm not my mum. I don't have 6 kids by the age of 34. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not her. I'm like, this person, what am I doing? You know? So that was part of the whole therapy part. I'm like, yo, what am I doing wrong? How am I doing this wrong? Let me stop. Let me try something different. And it's just been an eye-opening experience. You know? But I did want to honor their love, and I think it's a beautiful story.
What if you already know the person that you're going to end up with?
Shit, I probably do.
You think so? You think about that? Like somebody from the past?
Yeah. Well, we see you believe in second chances because of your mom and dad.
I believe in them. I just don't. I don't know. I have. That's the thing.
And how did that work out? It wasn't a marriage, obviously, so it didn't go.
So there you go.
Ba-doom.
It's terrible. No. I believe in second chances, but I also believe in, like, when you know, you know. And if it is what it is, you're kind of not going to do all the stuff and the rotations. You're going to, if you do that, it's probably more about you than them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm just not for the stuff and rotations. I'm very quiet. I'm quite clear with my stuff. Like, all right, we're done. We're done. Bye.
Yeah. You know? So no, like, calling up late night, like, all right, I know we ain't together.
No, because it took me this long to get to that point. Right. I'll give you a rope. I'll give you some years. You know? So if I'm like, I'm out, I'm done. I'm out. Done.
How much do you think your parents' relationship affects, like, how your relationships are today?
Wow. A lot.
100%.
Yeah. Because it's what you see. I feel like we was to emulate what we see. So I feel like it's whatever you was brought up. It's kind of like when you see a guy that he's like, oh, I seen my mother get beat on and I never wanted to be like that. But then he ends up beating his girlfriend. Yeah. And it's just like, because that's what he knows. That's who taught him to be a man. So he thinks that's being a man.
Exactly.
So I think we do the same
thing. So talk about yourself specifically.
So me specifically, well, see, my mother, I never liked none of my mother's boyfriends. And like my father and my mother separated. My father cheated on my mother when, like, maybe probably when she was pregnant still. So she left him.
And that's why you think all men cheat to this day.
I think all men cheat.
She doesn't trust anyone.
I understand it.
And I feel like my mother, I always remember her, like, having a real big problem with, like, liars and And when I tell you, I cannot stand a liar to this day. Like, it could be the smallest thing. Like, I've told this story before, but I met a guy one time, and he was, like, nice, everything. He treated me very well, but he lied to me about having an Instagram page.
And his name. Didn't he give you, like, a
Yeah, he had originally told me his name was something else.
That's strange.
So, yeah, exactly. So, when I talked to him, he had something to hide. When I talked to him, he explained to me why, what, when. And even though I understood,
it's a red flag.
I was like, nah, fuck this guy. Like, I could never get over it. Like, that's some clown shit.
You like your name?
Who does that? Like,
name and
a different name.
Yeah, like the Instagram. I mean, internet exists. Like, I don't understand how you thought that was.
And he lied about an Instagram.
And don't get me wrong, he told me his name. Like, when we ended up going on a date, when we met, he gave me whatever. But when we went on, like the date,
what kind of bitch is he?
He told me,
Right.
He gave me his club name.
His club name.
His club name.
I was like,
my name is Tiffany.
I said,
right. But then, I don't know. You know, I always look at that. Like, you got to remember, these guys be out here lying because they have a whole family or a whole whatever. So they don't want their shit to get back.
And that's the crazy part. It's like, there are ones who don't. But because it's like, it's so in your soul and it's so in your energy, like that's what you attract.
Yeah, exactly.
And I hate that.
Exactly.
Estelle, you be lying about your name because you know people know you.
I don't.
Do guys ever act like they don't know who you are?
I used to lie about my name because my name is so unique that there wasn't a lot of Kafis going. You know what I'm saying? So I would say my name was like Keisha, Karima, Kristen. You know, I would have just like a regular normal name so that people wouldn't automatically know, like, oh, I know her. You know.
But then how do you say that you lied?
Yeah.
Well, you know,
just remain.
That's the awkward moment.
I just remain Christina.
I go by. Usually it never worked out anyway. But anyway, back to, I wanted to say something about the question about the parents.
Yeah.
Y'all know, you don't know this about me, but my father was married to his wife, and my mother and his other side chick was pregnant at the same time.
Holy shit. Well, I have a sister the same age as me too.
Oh, we're 16 days apart, me and my sister.
Same age, same year.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So
I feel you.
So they were pregnant at the same time and were due clearly around the same time.
Yeah.
And to this day, he's still married to his wife. Wow. And, you know, he had an on and off relationship with my mother and my stepmother and his wife throughout my entire existence, you know, as far as I can think back. So that makes me side-eye
all the scenarios,
you know, men and situations, because like you said, when you're, you know, you're accustomed to what you see and you, you know, you following those steps. So
it's frustrating.
It's hard to trust. And I also think that all men cheat or want to cheat or will cheat. And, you know, when it comes to that, it's just like, it's sad that we have to somewhat accept it for what it is. But, I mean, what else we gonna do? You think they're gonna do what they want to do?
You think all women cheat?
I think everyone has the capacity to cheat.
Yeah,
I think everyone, men, women, has the capacity.
I'm not a cheater. I used to be.
I've been a cheater and I've been faithful. Like, I can do both. Get you a girl that can do both.
I can do both. And I can be faithful.
I can do both. I don't have a problem with being faithful, but if I feel like, you know.
But the problem is that you think that people always cheat anyway. So then it makes it hard to be faithful.
So I'm not surprised when it happens, because I was like, I expected it. What's new?
I had to like stop thinking, like I felt the same way, like, okay, well, just prepare yourself so you're not surprised. And then I had to be like, well, man, what if I just started thinking, no, I'm going to attract a good one who doesn't, and who doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I was just telling L'Oreal.
Because it's other than that, like, I go down the rabbit hole. And that's part of the whole, like, I can't sit in a room on my own.
For real, be in a real relationship with somebody if you constantly think they're about to cheat on you, or they are. Like, how can you ever be in a good relationship if that's always in your head? I kind of feel like until somebody gives you a reason to feel like that, then just be smooth. If I don't feel like
that, if you give me a reason to feel like that, then I'm not sticking around.
But if they've never done anything to you,
But what if they have? That's the thing.
If they have, then that's a problematic situation that they have to work their way out of.
But like you give a second chance. You get what I'm saying? Say you gave a second chance. Now they're back. Now they're back, and you want to give a clean slate. But in the back of your mind, you know what the fuck this person is capable of.
I just feel like you have to set down the guidelines of what it is that you have for your expectations and what they need to do to make you trust them. And if they can fulfill that, then, because don't give somebody a second chance and not really give them a second chance.
Yeah.
Then you shouldn't. That's not really a second chance. Yeah. I'm not going to bring you back so I could torture you.
Not torture, but I feel like they got to prove themselves again.
Yeah, they
Even
do.
though I'm giving you a second chance doesn't mean I'm going to be the dummy.
It's like you can't discount that you're going to feel a certain way.
And they have to know that. And you have to tell them what you expect. And if they can fulfill those expectations and do what you want, I need you home at this time. I need you to answer the phone when I call. I need you to do this.
But then I don't want to be a drill sergeant when in a situation like that either.
That's why I leave him when I leave him.
Right.
See, because it's either you do that or you have to tell them what you expect. Listen, my ex-boyfriend, when he cheated on me, I was like, okay, I could get back together with him. And this was a long time ago. We were together for like 5 years. I was like, and he wanted forgiveness and this and that. But I was like, our relationship just won't be good because I'm going to torture you every day. I'm never going to believe you. It's not going to be good. I'm not going to trust you. And I don't want to feel like that.
But you never felt like, let me torture this motherfucker for at least a month or two.
You know what torture is?
I know.
Torture is me not fucking with you. That's nothing more torturous than you could do.
But then I don't look at it like torture. I look at it like, no, this is really how I feel. Like I'm not doing this for shits and giggles.
But it still is torture. Like
I can't do
nothing make a guy feel worse than when you for real don't fuck with him.
No, that's true.
And when you are just like moving on, caring about your life, not posting about it, not being fake happy, and they have no idea what's going on.
But then you gave them time. You gave them the moment. You gave them a period of your life and said, hey, let's do something. And then they said, I'm going to fuck around. I'm going to do this. And you said, bet. Go ahead on. Do that on your own then.
All right, you're late for work. Your boss is being an asshole. The kids are screaming for dinner. When do you get to take care of yourself?
Self-care isn't selfish. It's knowing that we matter in a fast-paced world when we can often feel overwhelmed and overlooked.
Vanity Planet wants to make it easy as possible for you to treat yourself right. It starts with skincare and then goes on to everything from healthier hair and a brighter smile.
And look at all of us. Everybody always says how good our skin looks and how good our hair looks. And that's all because of Vanity Planet. You know why? Because you deserve it.
Yes, you do.
They have this amazing spin for perfect skin and main squeeze cream cleanser combo. It feels so good on your face, and having makeup on every day, it gets every little bit of makeup off. So I absolutely love it. If you want to get it too, visit vanityplanet.com, enter promo code Angela25 at checkout, and start taking care of you. That's vanityplanet.com and enter promo Angela25 at checkout. Well, what are some red flags that we should be looking out for then?
Oh, sheesh.
Like, what would you say now, looking back? These are some red flags that it's time to get on up out this bitch.
Let me think of things that have been said to me that I was just like,
you can always tell when the vibe is off.
Yeah.
Like, you can always tell when things have changed. You can feel the shift in energy when y'all not on the same wave that y'all once were.
That's 100.
You know?
You know what's another one? Like me, I can't deal with somebody that wouldn't take me to their home. Yeah. Like, to me, that's crazy. Like, if you're just like, oh, well, I'm going to come over to you or whatever, and I never see your house, to me, that's a little weird because either you're fucking with somebody, you got something going on, you live with your mama.
You do. What if all these things are wrong? What if he tells you straight up, look, my wife isn't going to really want you to come to the house?
That's the part.
Nigga, no.
If you can't be their parents or it's just weird, it's just strange.
Right?
We ain't doing this. We're not doing this.
The phone ringing late at night. That's a red flag.
What if he answers it?
If he doesn't answer it.
Okay, if he doesn't answer the phone.
Like, answer or don't. Ringing, period, after a certain time is crazy. Like, to me, I'm sorry.
Depending on what you do, though.
I was with a guy one time and his phone started ringing off the hook.
Yeah. And what happened?
It was his wife, and when we went outside, she was out there.
Whoa. He should have answered the phone.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I stood there and watched them fight.
Oh, God.
Episode of Cheaters. And then I got in my car and pulled off.
She said,
that is just like, was the cameras rolling?
It should have been.
Damn. You didn't know he was married, or you didn't know? You knew. Okay.
I knew he was married. But you know, they be like, oh, we this, we that.
We separated.
We just together for the kids. You know, that old thing.
The conversations.
You know what's a red flag that I've seen recently? Like, I'm out a lot, you know, trying to make sure everything is running right. You know, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
So, like a guy that I may or may not talk to will call me and be like, "Oh, you're always out. You're always out. You're always out."
Mind your business.
Like I'm working though.
Yeah. Like, are you in the house waiting for me or something?
Listen, to me that's a red flag.
First of all, have you given me something else to do? Like, are you trying to take my time and do something else productive with it? Like, why are you worried about what I'm doing if you're not trying to use my time for something productive?
Right. It's a super red flag to me because I've come across guys that always try to like lock me down, like, oh, well, you know, we'll go together, or, you know, why are you going there? So when I see something like that, I'm just like, I can't fuck with this motherfucker, guys.
Mind your business. Don't do, and then the other part I hate, like, the most in my soul, don't do your research on me. Don't research me. Ask me what you want to know about me.
Wonder what pops up when you research Estelle.
You find, and I'm here like, bruh, like, so I go to my house, I party with the friends I party with, and I do music and all the other business things. I'm not with the shits. Like, I'm not that girl that's like 50 dudes over there and 20. Like, I just do what the fuck I do.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Cause like dudes, like when I talk to dudes, they'd be like, "Oh, so you know so and so?" Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, I do.
So they've asked.
Oh wait, no, and then they do it with the insinuation, the backwards, was it the back leading kind of
right?
And I'm just like, oh, you want to know if I fucked him? No, I didn't. Is that what you asking me?
Right.
No,
basically, just ask.
Just right. I'll tell you straight up. I'm the girl who's
you know the best way to find out.
I'll tell you straight up.
I'll tell you.
If you want, yeah. And
so I would rather somebody come to me,
just ask me the question
and ask me, than to go and do your fishing and research.
They'll come back and tell me, oh, blah blah blah.
Y'all know how the telephone game go.
You know,
you're not gonna get the right info.
What if he told you he was a fan? What if he's like, I'm a big fan of yours? Is that cute or is that like red flag?
No, it's not a red flag. It's just weird. He said, I know you look at me in a certain way, and then when I take my shoes off and my hair ain't in my weave, and
like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, it becomes a whole like, oh, okay, so I need you to put that expectation back on. You know, like I need you to put that perception back on.
Because maybe he really is a fan, though.
That's
and
nice.
But you want your man to be a fan, don't you?
Not goddamn right.
Of the real me. Look, you know what? No, be a fan, but also like know that when I don't have makeup and lashes on,
you better still be my fan.
Still be a fan.
Be a bigger fan.
Like be happy. Shut up.
Use your tongue as a fan.
Things like that.
Are you done?
What do guys do?
Not even drinking, okay?
You know how we take off our makeup and our hair and all of that? What do guys take off that we like, damn, he look
their sock out of their
sweatpants.
They take their hat off.
Oh, they take their hat off. Yep.
They take their hat off.
And we be like, okay.
Like, what happened?
Interesting.
That's how you got to date a bald person so you know what you're getting.
That's why you got to just do that.
What else do guys
wear a damn hat? No, damn it.
How else do guys disguise
beards and mustaches?
That's it.
Shaving mustache.
A beard will make a guy cuter, like an ugly guy with a nice beard.
Girl, you got a beard now?
Okay.
Cover that face.
Makeup. Or sometimes vice versa. Sometimes guys look better with
the guys. Look, the camera. Hold on, the camera guy.
They all got
the camera guy with the beard just stepped to the forefront.
Look at me.
The thing is big sunglasses on women.
Big sunglasses on women.
He defended his beard.
That's what we wear when we don't have no makeup on. We put the biggest sunglasses we got to cover our most.
Because sometimes guys look sad when they take their jewelry, their hat off.
That's true.
A watch. I think
they watch.
Yeah. They take their jewelry off.
Yeah.
And you be like,
they take off their accessories.
So confident.
Ooh, their car.
The hat.
Their car is a disguise. That's why they try to talk to you behind the wheel.
It's always see what a guy's reaction and energy's like when it's like right close to the end of the month and there ain't no money and see what his energy pops up like. Yeah, and then that makes him. Because to me, is this. I don't. Thank God I'm blessed. I work in a space where I never need to like be like, hey, can you help me out? Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? Not that I haven't, but like just in general, right? But the energy around the guy who's like, oh shit, like I'm not too sure this month. That shit is either you're gonna love it or you're gonna fucking hate it.
Right.
You're gonna love him or you're gonna hate him, depending on how he behaves at that point in time. When
have you ever upgraded somebody?
No.
Have you ever been like, I got you, babe?
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah,
I've done that before.
We all have.
Because I don't know. You know, it's like it's not a thing. It's not a thought. Like the kind of relationship, the person I'm in a relationship, I'm like, yo, if I got it, you got it. And I expect the same back. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I'll say it as much. Like, if you got it, I got it, right?
Right.
We good? This is ours.
Us. Yeah, so are you a sugar mama?
Yes. No. Shit, no. No, I do believe in gifting wonderful things because I like lovely gifts.
Right. And I give lovely gifts.
Right. I'm an equal person. I'm like, yo, but if it starts to feel one-sided, then bruh, we good. You know, then it becomes a conversation.
We were talking about that whole, you saw the whole thing with, what was his name? Jeffrey Owens?
Yeah.
The actor Elvin from The Cosby Show.
I don't understand what the fuck is, why did they're so trash. Like, they're so trash for that. Let the man live.
Right.
And I hate the fact that they took a picture of him
looking crazy.
And it turned into a whole article and went viral. Like, he's just doing his job, minding his business.
But you know he had to quit. He quit.
Yeah. And he actually has got a role in a Tyler Perry show now on OWN.
I saw an article that said that his agent walked into the flower shop he was working at, like, what are you doing here? And I was like, man, that's so real. Mm-hmm. Like, agents are the best. I love them. And sometimes I want to be like, what do you do?
Make money off other people.
My management team are dope, but then there's and let me shut up. But like, it's very, I understand that predicament of like working, having to go and be like, well, fuck it, I got kids, or I don't have any children, but I have to take care of things. Do this. Yeah,
I'm a responsible adult.
Yeah.
See, I respect that. To me, I think that's like honorable of him to be like, you know what, I'm just gonna work. Like, I don't care what anybody thinks about me.
Right.
But what would you do if you was in a situation where you had a man and he was good? Y'all were up, everything was great, and then he lost it all.
You don't have to work.
I'd take up if we married and we're doing this, like, because that's literally the reasons we're doing this. We're either engaged or we're married at this point. Well, then I'm kicking in.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, it's my turn to hold this down.
But what if he's like, I'm a man and like I want to work?
I'll go to work, but like I'm gonna hold it. Whatever you have to do, bro.
It's not funny. Sorry.
Like, get some tips, baby. You bag them groceries better than everybody.
Like, nah,
you put them eggs in a separate bag on top.
See how you can get. See how you can get into freaking online. I'm gonna be there thinking about how you can make this bigger than it is. I'm the girl that's gonna give you the ideas, because men don't ever like to be told do this, do that.
You got to make them think it's their idea.
It's their idea.
Hey, what you think about?
You can't
don't
never
you
tell them.
like? Don't you
have to be like, you're great at. And then they have to feel like, you know what, you're right. And you'd be like, yep. You got to let guys think they came up with it on their own.
Oh my God.
He did say he was doing it because the hours were flexible and he wanted to still be able to go on auditions.
That makes sense.
And do all of that. So
it's like there's people that have committed, especially in arts. You committed your life to a certain thing. It's not a given that this is going to happen. We get my team talk, we get our money in lump sums. So you either have to make that go, or you have to like figure out other things in between.
Yeah. And I know you be getting some unexpected checks sometimes.
Oh yeah.
You get them. You be like, man, I need, and then a check come in the mail that you didn't even anticipate.
Don't you feel like sometimes when you get those checks, you spend it a little faster?
You do.
So
you feel
therefore,
like
exactly.
You do too much. Put that in
bonus. So when you do have a person that, like you said, makes their money, you have to really budget. And if you don't, you could be fucked up.
Yeah.
So I think him being like, instead of just being a bum on the couch, him being like, I'm gonna go work. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I get it. Good shout out to him.
I see something wrong with the people that tried to take the sneak picture and try to be funny.
That was whack.
Because they probably don't even got a job.
Shut up, man. You have a job too. Your job probably worse than his. Shut up.
They probably don't have one. I'm telling you,
things like that.
They try to be rude, but actually, in retrospect, it all helped him out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
and I said that when I first saw it, like, he gonna blow up from this. This gonna make him more money than he ever made in his career.
I'll tell you one thing. If Tyler Perry gonna put me in a movie, I'm about to apply. Yes.
I don't know if it's gonna work the same.
Plenty of roles.
He's good. I used to be on Love and Hip Hop.
He's only on one season.
Some of them bitches still work at Trader Joe's, so I guess that don't count.
I know.
Oh, sorry.
Now, have you ever had somebody do something? Don't listen to her. Have you ever had somebody do something inappropriate to you at a weird time and it caught you off guard? Like I was looking at Aretha's funeral, right?
Oh, God.
And when the Reverend was like groping Ariana Grande,
I felt so bad.
And she didn't know what to do.
Many things in that moment.
And he has since kind of apologized, but not really, because there was no reason to ever do anything like that.
I don't know. I grew up in church. You kind of block it out. It's not like it's what happens if you're little. Like, you're going to get one inappropriate member that grabs you and you're not thinking anything of it when they're grabbing you, but his hand's a little too low.
I think you're right.
It's in the wrong place, and you're not like, you're just like, oh, this is whoever, but you're just like, oh,
creepy Reverend.
This is weird. You know, it was so many things wrong with that entire block.
Right.
But like I feel all of it is overshadowed if her family weren't happy with everything that happened.
And they wasn't.
You know, and they weren't.
Yeah,
and so that's more what I'm paying attention to. Like the fact that her family has to come out and do press releases like, yo, you gotta shut the fuck up. That was terrible. Can we just give our matriarch some respect here, please?
Yeah,
everyone just chill the fuck out.
They didn't agree with her eulogy.
Yeah,
and my mother passed away last year, and I didn't agree with her eulogy there. Y'all were at my mother's funeral.
We were at that. I was like, what is
I'm not gonna lie.
That man
they
was
had the
about.
same pastor.
That's what it felt like.
I'm not trying to be funny.
He was showing out because it was packed in the church.
Yeah.
So he was like, this is my time to shine.
He was talking about Gucci bags.
Listen, I don't know what that man was talking about at my mother's funeral, so I can sympathize with them because for all of that, we could have just did something different. Yeah. We could have had a whole different itinerary for the actual funeral, and
I got a lot of deacons in my family.
We weren't satisfied with it either, so I can sympathize with her family and what they're going through. For sure.
I'm just like, if there's a time and a place, and when someone who's meant so much to so many people is leaving the earth. You know, your grandmother, Aretha, your mother,
my mother.
Sorry, your mother, Aretha. Like it's. Like, there's a time and a place. This is not the place to grandstand. Anybody, just do your literal best. And if your literal best...
It's not about you.
Yeah, this wasn't his time to... And I know apparently he was a pastor that had done her dad's... Who's performed at her dad's... I don't know all the facts, I'm not going to read. But, like, he'd been in the family. I just... This is just not your time, bro. Right. This is not the space for that. Do an online sermon for that. Speak your mind in that space, but give the family the respect that they asked for. They respected you in a space to come up and say something great, you know, and to kind of sum up her life.
Right. And everybody's watching, by the way.
And the world is watching. This is your opinion. This is nothing to do with her. She raised 4 children on her own.
Come on.
4 sons. That made me, I stayed off the tweets. I was in Toronto watching it in between meeting fans for Steven Universe, like, let me stay off the tweets for a second. Hold on a second. Because if I start going in, like, what the? It's not going to make a physical difference while he's doing it, but it just, like this, sometimes it's not about you.
Right.
You know?
Now let's talk about you for a second, Estelle.
Because it's about you.
This is about you right now. Do you think that sexually you've gotten better as you get older?
I think so. Yes.
She like, I got it.
Yes. I mean, you learn things, you get taught things, and then you experiment. It's a good thing.
When you say experiment, like I always be thinking, like, what is there left to experiment with now? Like, what have I not done?
Anal.
That I haven't.
Well, we already, anal's a clear, obvious one.
I'm a scary cat with that.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I'm nervous.
Capricorns don't like things in their face.
That's funny because I don't mind it. I'll take a
signs don't line up.
I read so many horror stories about like what happens afterwards. I read one girl was like, yeah, I was fine. I thought I was good. And then I went to my boyfriend's house and then I knocked on the door and I had to go bathroom and it just came out.
What? It'll just drop out of you.
No.
And we just read about the guy that had a 28-inch thing stuck in his butt.
Now that's disgusting. God.
Yeah, they had to like make a contraption to get it out.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They had to design a contraption.
That's special.
All right, but okay, so experimenting. Like, what have you experimented with?
Oh my goodness. I'm pretty tame. Oh my God.
So then you have a lot to do.
I feel like I got a lot to do, but like I feel like I'm good either way.
Like you dress up,
role play.
Yeah,
you do the role playing thing.
It's fun.
I haven't been able to.
I wish you guys could see her touching her butt.
Yeah. She's like, yes, I do.
Something.
I have. And to me, it's funny because it's like, well, what are you gonna do? Like, I don't really do like the like maids or nothing. It turns into like dominatrixy. I got like a whip and
I can see you being a dominatrix.
Wow.
Me too.
She said me too.
You definitely peed on somebody before.
No, I have not.
Because I was reading that's one of the most common things that people do is like they like to, peeing on someone.
What's the joy in that? Like, have you peed on someone?
I've never. Somebody asked me to though. It was like a coworker at my old job. I don't even know
how was you supposed to come to work the next day and work with?
You know why? Because I had a show called Lip Service, and
I'm like, how do you even ask you? How did he was like,
my wife won't pee on me. And have you ever peed on anyone? I was like, no. He was like, yeah, I really just want to he was trying to get me to agree to do this. He didn't offer me money though.
I peed on someone before.
See?
It took me long. It took me long because I can't pee in front of people.
What was going through your mind?
Like, I was really drunk as fuck. And that's the only
She had
way.
to pee.
Yeah, because even if, like, say I'm... When I lived...
He was on the way out.
I lived with my boyfriend at the time, and I couldn't pee. Like, say he would come in the bathroom. Yeah. I couldn't pee when he walks in the bathroom. He had to leave. I got to close the door, and then I could pee. It took me forever.
No qualms, like, bro.
It was fun.
Yeah,
I'm a pee.
So you peed on him?
Yeah, he had to lay down kind of like in the shower. We was in the shower.
He laid down in the shower?
He kind of like laid down a little bit. And I like...
What did he do? Like, how
can we really pee on them other than that?
And so you peed on where his chest or what?
Yeah, it was like his chest, but like it was like only a little bit because I still like couldn't get it all out. I was like, oh my god, I
bet now you wish you would have shitted on him.
Oh yeah,
probably. Back at it.
Wait, hold on. What was his reaction to it? Like,
no, he wanted me to do. He asked me to do it for
but did he get like? Did he like? Did he get horny? Did he
we
bust?
started
like,
laughing.
Did he have an erection? Did he have an erection?
Listen, I didn't even look at none of that. I was laughing. I was fucked up. I was like, it wasn't sexy. It wasn't none of that.
It's just like, oh,
it was like funny. Yeah,
would you do it again?
We did it. Yeah, if I could pee. Like, I just wish I could pee.
Have another sangria. You're gonna pee on someone today?
I'll pee on you.
No, you're not.
Someone did ask me to suck their toes one time.
Somebody asked you to suck their toes?
Oh my god.
Like, it's not gonna happen, bro.
Did he ask you? I don't think you can ask someone that.
Wiggled his toes, and I was like, no.
Did he have nice feet?
No. And that's the part, like, bro. I don't have the nicest feet in the world. Like, I tell the world that now. I don't like my feet, but. Like, I'm not ever going to do that to a whole dude.
What if they were nice and clean looking and they look...
No man's feet are ever nice and clean looking. Like, bruh, I don't care.
Never?
I think there's guys that
I dated somebody with awful feet.
Oh my God, disgusting. I didn't know his feet were so bad because he always used to wear socks. But then I guess he got comfortable with me once we got in a relationship. When I tell you, like, my whole stomach would turn, like, vomit. Even now that I'm thinking about it, it's the most nastiest
Your
shit
face is red.
Oh, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted with this nigga. Whoever's fucking him now is a
What if he put his tongue in your pussy?
My pussy would probably fall off.
Look at faces.
It was like black. Nah, like this was different.
Like black fungus
my nigga, it was gross. Like no.
Big nails.
I wish I had a picture to show y'all.
syphilis.
Nah, that's a nightmare. Tonight I can't sleep. No, it's nasty. He was a nasty ass nigga.
DJ, you suck toes.
I have not had a toe in my mouth.
You haven't?
I have not
I'm
had
shocked
a toe
at you.
in my mouth. I have not.
But
I've had a lot of things in my mouth, but not a toe.
Like what?
A lot of things in my
like
mouth.
What?
I mean, just other body parts.
Like what? What body parts are weird?
Yeah.
Assholes.
Okay.
That's the weirdest body part.
So you
to
don't
have
suck
in
an
your
asshole
mouth.
before a toe?
Absolutely. I've done it.
I think a toe is less.
Absolutely, yes, for sure.
That's what I've done.
You went to?
I have to be
asshole or toe.
Pick one.
No, you know what?
You got to pick one.
Let me get there, and I'll call back in.
No, you have to pick one right now. Is it an asshole?
Take another
Both
sip.
are clean.
It's a sangria.
Fresh out the shower.
This is fresh out the shower.
Fresh out the shower.
It's a sangria as well.
No, so you can't pick between an asshole and a toe?
That straw shaped like an asshole.
I'm sorry, I'm
thinking
gonna
of what
pick a
a
toe.
toe look like, and I'm just like, oh. And then I think about toes. I'm like, oh. So it's like,
I can't believe you guys are putting assholes and toes on the same plane.
Well,
you put them on the same plane.
Because it shouldn't be that hard of a decision. I would pick a toe over an asshole.
I don't know, man. Just neither.
You would too, Gigi?
No.
You would pick you pick Laura,
I'm disgusting, so I've done everything.
I could have sucked the toe if I wanted to. You know what happened? The girl that we was having a threesome with, I made her do it.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
She sucked his toe.
But see, is this
So
fresh out
by
the...
community, we sucked his toe.
Shit, I didn't suck. No,
And then you kissed her.
I ain't kissed that bitch.
She said no.
I kissed him.
L'Oreal has sucked
me.
a guy's toe and his asshole at the same time.
Damn, L'Oreal.
Stupid.
I only have one
He was
tongue.
over here like this. Like, wait a
I
minute.
wish I had two.
Wait.
No, I only have one tongue. No, but you know, I've been in the shower. I mean, not shower, the bathtub with my ex or whatever.
The guy
and
you
I
peed
did
on.
it. Yeah, the same guy I peed on. And I did it to him.
That was all.
Yeah, we had a great relationship. We had a great run. Right. But his feet were nice, and we were in the tub. So I would never, like, if a guy was like, and he's the only person I ever did it to. But like, it would never be like a guy on the bed walked from the. That's nasty.
Right.
Like shit on the floor. I got a dog, so dog hair.
I mean, I could kiss a mean ankle. I think it's an ankle. That's about as far as I can go.
If you get that far, that's kind of like kissing balls.
That's the end.
You got to suck a dick after that. you can.
Sometimes the balls is all that's needed. We get to go.
You a tease, I see it.
Absolutely. Here we go.
So what other experimenting would you say you've done, Estelle? Since you said you experiment.
That was over us.
We want to hear more.
Let me think now. Toys, yes. I've done toys. Again, no anal.
Is that self-love or with a man?
Both.
Okay.
It's fun.
I've never done toys with a man.
It's the awkwardest shit in the world doing toys with a guy, though. Because you're like, he's looking at you trying to see if you're like into
what you're doing.
And you're like,
Like, what kind of toys?
Like, your face is like, you're like into it. And you're like, all right, I have to shut my eyes and block the fact that you're staring down my face, looking at me, do this.
I always feel like sex is weird when guys are like looking at you at certain times.
No,
like when they eat your pussy and they're like looking at you.
Yeah, make a face.
Like, don't look at me.
Look down.
Yeah.
Look down.
That's the best part. What's wrong with y'all?
I have to just be in it with a person though. Like on some like I can maintain eye contact with you during this entire moment. Like I must really either love you or just be super drunk and like all the inhibitions are somewhere the fuck else.
So you don't look at a guy during head? Like when you're giving him head, you don't look up?
Not really, no.
Really?
I don't really want to make eye contact.
I look up.
Not for a long extended time.
Yeah, you
I like to see the eyes in the back of their head. Like that's what you're supposed to look like.
Weird. I always like to look at their feet.
Here we go.
You won't suck them.
You won't suck them, right? Another tease.
You won't suck it though. You gonna suck it
at the
feet. Now
they
go crazy. Yeah, they toes be going crazy.
For some reason, I'm picturing
they be gang signing with their toes and shit.
What up, blood?
I'm picturing Estelle sucking toes and looking at guys.
You
gotta close your eyes when you do some shit like that because you know you nasty.
Make it eye contact.
I can't even look at myself.
I don't suck toes, guys.
Hey, the FabFitFun 4-box is here.
FabFitFun is a seasonal subscription box delivered 4 times a year with full-size fashion, beauty, home, fitness, and wellness products for just $49.99 a box.
These are full-size products. No samples or anything.
Now, the 4-box includes, I love this, 2 Glam Glow Bubble Sheet masks, which is so important to me because I was just on vacation and got to take care of my skin after I have sunblock clogging up all my pores. A beauty blender. Okay.
My favorite.
We all use those. A simply whimsical set of 2 tea towels, a Skin & Co. Roma Blue and Capri shower gel, and more. You know how exciting it was when I opened up my FabFitFun box and it smelled so good too, and all those products in there that I got to play with that I always wanted to buy but never had a chance to do it.
We know you like to play with products.
Yes. You know, I love to play with a box. Sign up for FabFitFun today and get your full box. The FabFitFun 4-box is in limited supply, and these boxes always sell out. Use my code Angela and get $10 off your first box.
$10?
Yes. You know you need it.
Yep.
Go to FabFitFun.com to sign up and start getting that box for a life well lived. Use promo code Angela, get $10 off your first box. That's over $200 of products for only $39.99.
$39.99.
Stop playing, and after you get that $10 off, it's even more, okay?
That's
so
right.
go to FabFitFun.com and use my code Angela to get $10 off your first FabFitFun box. You ever use toys on a guy?
No, I haven't.
Like not a cock ring or nothing?
Oh, yeah, one time, yeah.
So you just lied to us.
I thought like
a dildo up his ass.
Yeah,
right. That's what you think when you say toys on
when
a
you
guy.
say that, yeah, cock ring for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was.
I've never tried that. I would though.
It was
no.
It was alright. It
Really?
wasn't amazing.
Did y'all hear about that new thing, the pearl that guys are doing?
Were they getting an implant in their dick?
Yeah, so they're putting like a pearl on the tip of their dick, like they cut an incision and you put it under the skin, so it has to be like a ball, and what it does is it like rubs the clit while it's going in.
Now that's dedication.
So, some guys are doing it by themselves. I feel like their dicks are gonna fall off in like a few years, like implants. Like
no, I don't think that's it. Plus it'll look like a big herpy bump.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it probably looks like. No, I didn't think about that. But supposedly they're like it like for a woman, for us, like it like does wonders.
So does tongues. So
like 6 of
let's
one.
just stick to
Like,
that.
I don't know.
We don't need an extra pearl implant.
I don't want a button.
What about some things that you haven't done that you're like, I can't wait to try this?
Oh God, I don't know. I might suggest some shit. Tell me, because I'm just thinking.
Threesome.
Oh, I haven't done that.
I'm surprised.
I haven't done that. It might be interesting. I'm just a weirdo, though. I'm a weirdo. No. Let me not say that, because that's like.
What do you mean?
Yeah, why you say you're a weirdo?
I'm definitely a one girl, woman kind of thing. One guy, woman.
She just came out.
I'm a one guy girl.
Okay.
Kind of thing. And so to me, it's like, I feel like in the back of my soul, I'd be like, now I gotta like fucking do backflips and shit. Like I gotta do all these things to like.
What if he just wants to watch you too?
You know, no, I'm like, I don't know. I've never been in it. I've never done it. I don't know how it goes. I don't know what the whole scenario would entail. So,
have you ever kissed a girl before?
No.
No? Estelle, I feel like you're being...
I feel like Estelle...
No, I haven't. I really haven't.
Honest, I've always felt like you're very sexually free.
I am, but I'm not.
Look.
I'm a full supporter, but I am very like...
She said, girl, 10.
No.
I'm joking.
No. No, I'm a supporter. I'm like, everyone do your thing, but I haven't. So it's a strange, and in this day, I guess it's strange. But like, I fully support anyone who does.
Right.
Do you ever sing in bed?
Sing? No.
To the dick?
That's weird.
Sing to the dick.
You never serenaded a dick?
Strangest shit.
Sing to the dick.
That's strange.
Lil Mo said she sings
Love
to
his
the
cock.
dick.
Lil Mo said she sings to the penis? Oh, okay, wow. Shout out to you, Lil Mo.
Do you think that would be weird though? Because I did.
That's fun.
I talked to a guy before that was a singer, and he used to sing like all the time. Like,
sing to the pussy?
No, like in the bed, and he'll be just making up
I'm
a
about
song.
to eat you.
And you're like,
no.
but it used to sound good, so I didn't really care.
I'm a weirdo about singing in front of people, like practicing in front of dudes I'm with. Because I like to when I'm home, I like to be home and switch off a bit. So like if I go practice singing in my house, I'm like, I want to sing in front of this nigga.
Right.
Crazy.
You never pretended his dick was a mic and been like, okay.
So I thank you.
No. I've never done that ever. That's strange.
For making me a woman.
No. Hell no. That's weird. I think I might do it one day just for shit.
Yeah, you got to.
I think you have to. If I had that ability, I'd be singing on that dick all the time.
You would?
Love Is Cock Volumes 1
Oh my
and 2.
God. It's going to be a whole remix. Love Is Cock. Love Is Cock. Oh my God.
You ever thought of a song while you were in bed with somebody, like in the middle of sex, it was so good, you wanted to like...
Afterwards.
Yeah.
Afterwards, for sure. Like, I've definitely been inspired a couple of times by some good dick. Make her say.
Oh, make her say. Yes.
That's the song that I did the little promo
That's
dance
right.
There
we go.
Let's see it, G.
I have it.
I'm
She's like, I actually have it right here.
I'm gonna repost it.
Live in person.
She did full out, like she did a whole routine for us for that when we did the when we were doing Make Her Say, and I was just like, I just need a lesson, goddammit. Amazing, thank you. I appreciate that. I do.
All right, so where's the best place would you say to have sex? In the pool, in the ocean, in the sand,
I
or
had
in
sex
the
in
bedroom?
a pool before. That was fun. It was like a pool. It was like a hot tub.
Except your water keeps dripping out later on.
Oh my
Drip,
God.
drip.
Yeah,
dripping. Just
Drip, drip.
everywhere. And it wasn't like for long. It was just like a few pumps. It was like, okay, this is where this going to work.
Yeah, then you got to kind of step up because you can't feel it. Yeah, you don't feel it so well.
Just the thrill is gone. Just go around. That was fun. And then ocean, because I'm the sand and shit. Right. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm a weirdo. Okay.
Right.
I'm a weirdo.
No,
I just don't like sand all in my bits and my stuff.
No one likes
There's nothing weird about that.
Sand in there.
Yeah, there was a group. Was it H-Town or something? Sex on the Beach way back in the day?
Sex on the Beach.
So, in the back of my brain, I was
It
like...
sounds good.
It does. I was always like, I want to do that one time in my life when I'm an adult and shit. And I did it, and I was like, this is terrible. There was sand everywhere for days.
Because I even feel like for your new album, I envision sex on the beach.
Yeah. I'm going to probably get cussed out by people because of the fact that they feel like they're going to go and fuck on the beach.
Oh, yes.
You gotta put a towel down. That's all.
You just can't let
even in there, it gotta get in there.
You don't want sand in your pussy.
Let me tell you something. Even when you go to the beach, sometimes you come back and you're like, "Fuck, I got sand everywhere."
Right, coming at your butt.
So
you're like, how does this even happen?
Yeah,
it finds its way into your suitcase, and you're just like, "What the?"
That's
fuck?
very true. It'd be everywhere.
Yeah.
So it'd be in all kind of crevices. You don't want that.
Hair.
What about in the bathtub?
No,
I've never been a big fan of that either. Sex in the bathtub.
Surfboard.
I've had one good sexual experience in the bathtub, but then I tried to do it again and it was whack. So.
Right.
It's like shit.
You got to be drunk.
You know what's good? You know how some showers have that little bench?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good. That's when the water and the stuff could go together.
The shower's better than the bathtub,
Absolutely.
I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to
The
be
bathtub, you be slipping, somebody gonna die. Like
I get sleepy when I get in the bathtub. So if you got me in there for like 20 minutes before, 10 minutes before, I'm asleep.
right.
So don't jump in and feel like anything's about to happen. Like I'm about to be like, cuddle, come cuddle. Just lay down to sleep now.
If that temperature ain't right, I get so uncomfortable in the bathtub. I either feel like I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Too hot or too cold.
I'm dying.
You gotta be careful in that shit.
All right, so last thing before we let you go. A sex menu, right? If you had to have a menu of what would be on the, on possible things on the plate for a night with Estelle.
Oh Jesus.
With your boo.
Oh Jesus.
What would be on the menu?
What, like sex, like
things that you do that you're good at, that you're good enough to put on the menu.
Oh Jesus. I feel like definitely, of course. I'm trying to think of like things outside of what
You said, of course, so there's something you got a special.
She said, of course, doggy style.
What I do like you.
Not for nothing, but you know you got that mouth on you.
I was waiting to hear.
I was waiting. I was waiting for that one.
Okay.
We know about that mouth you got.
So that's the main course.
What that mouth do? She said, of course, but she didn't want to give it.
No, like I'm pretty much wherever goes in the bed. I'm just not like I don't know. I just feel like I'm an open person. Like what you feel like doing, bruh? You know, kind of thing. What you feel like doing, sir? Like, babe, what you feel like doing? Like, kind of, like, what you feel like doing? And if it's not anal, I'm pretty much up for it.
So,
and no sucking toes.
And no toes and no hoes.
No toes.
No toes, no hoes.
No hoes.
No hoes.
No hoes, no toes.
No holes, no toes.
No other hoes.
Those things like that. Those 3 in a row, and then anything else I'm pretty much good with.
Okay.
All right, so make your menu, though, because these are like Estelle's specialties.
Oh, Jesus.
So this is like the special...
Head, mohead.
Right. Head and mohead. Mohead and head.
So head is up there. What else?
Head gonna be 3 times back.
Are you better at riding or doggy style or missionary?
I don't know. Shit. Hold up.
Out of the 3, what's your
What do you
favorite?
prefer?
I'm a lazy Capricorn. I like missionary.
Missionary.
No, I like doggy style. I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like doggy style.
She's
I really do.
a beast. All right, what else?
It's awesome. It's awesome.
What else is on the menu?
I like
Spanking?
Yes.
Choking.
Is wonderful. Choking I could do with it. Just depends on who, because some guys get like way too much with it. Like
I always say this?
Right. You're like, I need these vocal cords.
that part. I need my throat.
You're like,
Hold
sit
on.
down.
My throat. You can shove your dick down there, but you can't choke
Trust you here. You ain't gonna do all of that. Like, I don't need no marks on here, and I don't need you to like crush something by mistake. Fuck that. Slow down.
But you don't mind being spanked.
I like being spanked, actually.
Okay, you like it.
I think it's a good thing. Like, yes.
All right, and can he tell, like, what does he say to you when he's spanking you?
All right, he just can't say corny shit. I had this.
You've been naughty.
That's the part. Don't
You're
speak
a naughty
in English
little
accent.
girl.
Don't you do it. Don't you dare say
That would be
anything.
awful.
Oh, my Lord. I've had it. It's terrible. Please don't never do it no more.
You know that guy tried to talk to you with it.
Oh, Jesus.
Just in the bed or just like real?
That would really make me mad.
That's terrible.
That would piss me off. That would
the worst part.
That would Sahara desert me so fast.
Oh, quickly.
I would drive right up.
Quickly.
Why would they choose
Like,
Ben to
you've
try to
been
be
a
funny?
naughty girl.
No, they feel like, I don't even know what the motivation is. It's like,
So this has happened more than once.
oh,
obviously.
Jesus. And one was like with a very English guy, so it made it even worse. Like, all right, I know this is your natural accent. Shh. Be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. And then the other thing is, don't ask me to call you daddy. It's weird coming out of my face. It's weird coming out.
I don't call anybody daddy either.
I don't.
No poppy, no daddy.
No poppy, no daddy.
Say daddy.
I ain't doing that.
She does. She got daddy issues.
I'm like, maybe. She said I might with it.
I'm like, I definitely say
it came in my face one weird time, and I was like, "That's weird, huh?" It was in the middle of having sex. He was like, "Yes, okay, I want to say it again. Keep going,
daddy."
I think if somebody fucking you, right, you call them whatever the fuck they asked you to call them.
Ooh, what if he called you daddy?
Whatever. If you fucking me, right, and you gotta
call you daddy.
Well, Puff calls everybody daddy, right?
I don't know what he does.
Good night, guys. Good night. I just don't call anyone daddy. It's not. That's weird.
Okay,
that's strange.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's.
And in the end, I think like I don't like to be called a bitch.
I was gonna ask that. What if they call you a whole or a slut?
Nah, I'm good.
None of that.
I'm straight.
What if the dick is so good though?
Yes, bitch, fuck it up.
I mean, it's a different road. No, I mean, well, I don't. Nah, he's not gonna say yes, bitch, fuck it up. Like, bruh.
I would hope not. He would probably be gay.
Like, right, hold on.
I was just testing you.
Right, hold on a second.
Bitch, fuck
I don't know you didn't say that. I don't know about that.
I'm gonna go get my toys.
Yeah, but
let me go grab that. Get the strap.
Have you ever had a guy say something wrong to you in bed while he's having sex with you, but he didn't mean to say it, but he said it wrong? Like,
I love you.
No, not that.
I had that before, and then didn't mean it.
Yeah.
My worst thing a guy ever say.
He meant it at the moment.
That's nice. Don't say shit.
He love that pussy.
Don't ask me if it's yours, because I'm not going to answer
That part.
But what if he said something by accident, like, I love this dick?
She said,
and
I'm not going to
I'm a moan. That's always my answer to is this pussy mine? I moan.
You just moan, right?
Yeah.
What you think?
Yes or no?
Look, what you think?
That's a trick question.
Does it feel like it's yours?
Does it?
That's when you answer a question with a question.
That's like a whole sentence.
I don't know. Are you on your period too?
Good night.
Are you cramping?
Good night.
We're going to get beat up.
Are you cramping?
Well, Estelle, Lovers Rock, we're so happy that you put out an album. It's been a minute.
It has. I'll take my time.
Yeah.
I'll take my time.
You going on tour?
Yeah, we'll be out on the road next year in February. Mm-hmm. So like we put it out this year. We got a bunch of dates happening before the end of the year, and then we'll do a full out tour in February.
Nice. Feels good though, right?
Yeah, I know.
And I love the fact that it is Caribbean inspired.
Yeah, it's West Indian, it's African, it's soca, it's reggae, it's dancehall. It kind of had to go back to my roots because Lovers Rock is a reggae genre, and it's part of the reggae genre, and B is kind of like the area that I was born and raised in, and that's what it was. And then like I started making this album around the time of the last album, kind of unknowingly, and it kind of just felt good. You know, every time I recorded a reggae song or anything other than R&B or hip hop, it was like, oh, this feels so good. And then my team were just like, so you want to just go ahead and give us this album? Then please, thank you, appreciate it. And I was like, bet.
Little Afro beats, a little soca, a little dance hall.
Yeah, and then like, you know, it's to me, it's just like it was important to do it and kind of honor my mom and my dad, especially because like I said, their marriage and everything they done kind of changes my perspective on love and relationships. Period. You know what I mean? So I'm just happy to be able to do it. They like it, they love it, they're into it. My dad loves So Easy. That's his favorite record. I feel like I did the right thing.
Oh, that's good.
Like it's a good vibe.
Well, what have you learned now about what you want moving forward for yourself?
Shit, I don't want men not supposed to be for me. I don't want no damn war signs or air signs. No, I'm. It's like, you know, it just gave me a whole blank slate. You know, actually believe in marriage and love. You know, and doing it on your terms and the way you want it. I'm seeing. I get to like tap into my mom for a different perspective on how to be now that she's married to someone she's with and she loves, I should say. And to me, it's just like a whole new person, like learning my mum anew and then learning myself in a different way. Like, oh, so I don't have to wake up at the crack of dawn and make all his food and be a complete slave all the time? Oh, you know what I mean? Interesting.
You don't even have time for that.
But I would make the time. Because that was my way of showing love to somebody that I was with, and it was terrible.
And I think it's great if you do that sometimes, and then he do that too sometimes.
I mean, I'm with the reciprocal.
Right.
I would say I want reciprocal and then not do it, not give him a chance to be reciprocal. Now I'm like, reciprocate all day, bro. Come on. Everything you want to do.
Bring it back.
I'm hungry.
Come on, I'm hungry. I didn't eat this.
You got a bell now.
I was working. I literally have a
bell.
Really?
I have a text.
How did I know?
I mean, and I don't feel bad about it, and I don't don't feel like a waste chick. I don't feel like I don't look at. I have I'm just open. I'm just like, I'm not judgy as much as I used to be with anyone or anything, and even myself. I've forgiven myself a bunch, and I just let it be what it needs to be, and I'm doing what needs to be done for me.
That's dope.
I'm so happy.
Yay! Well, I'm happy that you're happy.
Great energy.
Yes, thank you, Estelle. We appreciate you.
Now I feel like I got things to do. I'm like, wait, I just have some things to do. You look at me like, so no, ain't no bet. Okay.
I know that. I feel like that husband is coming.
Yeah, I hope so.
I know that much with that energy you got. You
As
going
soon as you suck that toe, it's over.
That's all you gotta do. Kiss a hoe and suck a toe.
I'm not doing either of these things in life in general.
Don't listen up.
You ever do a striptease?
Yeah, it's awkward because I feel like I'm performing,
right?
And I start laughing halfway through.
That's
kind of fun.
It's weird to me. Yeah.
But this is why I say I feel like I need a lesson because I'm just like,
Gigi got you. I'm like, Gigi, you should give all of us a lesson.
Yeah,
Gigi like to dance. Go right now? She like to dance for her man.
Yeah, we need a lesson.
Shut up, Envy.
She like to dance for her man.
Because that do feel awkward. All those things feel awkward, like getting in lingerie.
Yeah, you put the whole thing on, you're like,
awkward.
take this off.
Because then you I'll put it on and then get under the covers.
Right. Yeah, how do you come out like ta-da?
Ta-da!
Listen, you got to have confidence.
And then you can't wear the same thing twice, right?
Right.
Why can't you? You see if he like it.
He already seen it.
Really? Yeah. It's like an Instagram picture.
I feel like I'm performing, like I'm on stage. So I'm just like, I'm halfway laughing, but I'm not going to sing.
Listen, once you've gone through a couple of times in a couple of outfits and he say, oh, I like the white one, wear that, then you can wear it again.
So,
I have to get some outfits, more outfits. All right, what?
But like, I tell you what, I'm gonna turn your wife beater into something sexy.
Yeah. Cut out the nipple. Cut both of the nipples out. Make it a crop top.
All right, we're gonna get our lessons on.
Okay.
Not a crop top.
Well, thank you, Estelle. Next time when you are dating somebody, we're gonna bring both of y'all up and play a dating game.
Oh Lord.
Sing on a date.
We'll be like, what part of the body will Estelle not suck?
Toes and
operation.
He's gonna be like, well. No.
We'll never know. Okay.
We'll see.
Lip service.
You guys, I just found something that's kicking the shit out of my breakout.
What's that?
It's called the Ultimate Skin Spa by Vanity Planet. And it didn't help my skincare routine. It is my skincare routine.
It's so easy. It's a 360-degree rotation, 2 speeds, 3 customized brush heads, and with over 1.2 million brushes sold worldwide and 150,000 reviews with 4.5 average rating, it's not hard to see what all the noise is about.
Vanity Planet is pushing the boundaries of how you treat yourself. Visit vanityplanet.com and enter promo code Angela25 at checkout and start taking care of yourself.